Okay, greetings everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Vormithrax here. Time for some more Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Oh boy. Cataclysm Much Dying Ahead. This is gonna be a bad one. Let's see. Let me make sure everything's working here. It's been a week and a half since I last played Cataclysm. Screen looks good. Sound is sounding. Let's see, what else? I think everything is working. Okay, I also sent out notifications so people will, know that Vorm is playing that Cataclysm game again. Check one or two other things here. And last but not least, we need zombie dogs. The chat. There we go. We have zombie dogs in the chat. Alright, now I'll just take a short few minute nap while we wait for some folks to show up. And we'll kick something new off. Oh, this one's going to be just full of pain. Yeah, this one's just going to be me dying over and over again. It's way too hard in way too many different directions, and it'll be horrifying. I'll probably get frustrated and change it pretty quickly. We'll see. But that's where I think it's going to be heading. Howdy, howdy, folks in chat. Ram-itter, Under Waxy, and everybody else, of course. Any tips on finding good copper veins underground in Vintage Story? Learn how to pro-pick using both modes. That's pretty much the answer. There's no other way. More pro-picking. That's the answer. There's really no substitute. There's no trick. There's no special thing that some people know that other people don't. It's just pro-pick the hell out of everything within 10 miles of your base. And then go even further. Yeah, it helps to know which blocks to go to. There you go. That'll help you out a little bit. Well, sort of. It'll give you some info, but I think what most people don't realize is that in Vintage Story, the ore is distributed by, like, tectonic plates. It's just huge ore distribution maps. So when you take a reading and it says very poor whatever, you might have to pro-pick 14 chunks in a certain direction to get to the heart of that particular node, which is 14 times 32 blocks, so it's way far away. So it's much larger than just the 32 by 32 block that the pro pick in surface mode actually tells you about. So the ore distribution is over a much wider scale. So basically you have to pro pick, check the numbers, move to the right or left, up, down, pro pick again, and you're trying to find the trend of the numbers from very poor to mid to high and so on. You just keep following those, pro picking, moving 32 spaces, pro pick, move 32 spaces, and you keep chasing the numbers As they increase in description until you see it decrease, then you can back up to where it was the highest, and that's where you want to start digging. But it could be a lot of pro picking sites. So that's what I think most people don't realize, is just how much and how wide you have to move in order to find those things. Have I heard of the game Star Sector? Nope, never heard of it. Never heard of it. Full of mystery. Hey, Waxy Crutch, have you heard of looking at my my stream schedule on Twitch? Why don't you go look at that? Oh. Yep, it could be many hundreds of blocks away. That is correct. All right, so let's stop talking about Vintage Story. Start talking about Cataclysm. I got Vintage Story on the brain because I've been playing it so much recently. So Cataclysm Darkness Ahead, we finished up our Noah's Bizarre Battle Arc run, and it's time to start a brand new one. And I went overboard. I know I went overboard. I am aware that I went overboard, and I'm just going to die horribly over and over and over again. That's my opinion. For both difficulty factor plus lack of knowledge factor plus a few other things, it's just gonna be bad. It's gonna be a whole bunch of bad. I did too many things to make it hard in too many different ways, and it's just gonna be me getting annihilated over and over again. So be prepared for that. At a certain point, I'm gonna say nope. It's just not gonna be. It's just totally random, and it's not going to be fun, and we're going to adjust this or something. So we'll give it a try this evening. But I warn you in advance, my personal opinion is that I dialed this one up too far in too many different directions. So, oh yes, it's going to be very sudden and inevitable deaths. With that much evolution, it's going to be all of the fun ones all the time, and they're all going to be super, super fast, and I can't use vehicles, and low item spawns, and just one thing after another, after another, after another. So, and anytime I dial up the speed of the zombies, I do not take speed bonuses on my character. I don't see a point to that. Why increase them if I'm just going to then increase my own? So I always play the normal speed character when I'm playing with advanced speed zombies. And from memory, I think 20% is slightly too high. I did a bunch of tests at like 30, 25, 20, and trying to find the number where you could outrun basic level zombies with sprint, but you had to sprint somewhat in order to lose them. You could not just walk away from basic level zombies. It was impossible to do because they're fast enough that they would always catch you. You would never be able to leave them. So there's a fine line there. And messing with the zombie speed is something I don't often do. It throws too many things out of whack because you're not just making them move faster, you're also making them attack faster. So it's got a lot of things involved, and it throws a lot of balances really, really out of the way. So it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be really bad. I'm gonna be cursing a lot probably. So this will be an NSFW Vormithrax stream. Fair warning. Or I'll just laugh and die and laugh and die and laugh and die because I know it's going to happen. But the other thing is we are going to be starting in the hospital, and I don't know the map for the new hospitals. I've never been in one. I always avoid hospitals, and since they've been changed, I've never been in one. So I won't have the faintest idea where I'm really going. Yeah. Yeah. So that's probably what's going to happen. What's on the menu? That's the menu. Haven't started it yet. I'm going to show the character I've so far got build, and then I'm going to take some suggestions. We'll plan on adjusting the character after my first attempt. We'll go in with the one I've built, then we'll reevaluate and see if we can come up with a character that might be able to survive the environment. So, we'll see. Alright, let's go ahead and load on to the game world, or at least the character creation screen, so you can see what that looks like. Load. Nope, not load. New game. Preset character. 28 months. That's his name. I'm avoiding dodge scamming. I've already demonstrated stupid broken dodge and how broken and stupid it is, and people just don't want to listen to me about how broken and stupid it is. So I'm choosing not to abuse the already demonstratedly broken and stupid dodge system. So I don't know what time it's going to be. I don't know when it's going to start. I didn't really compute it out. I guess we'll find out. Maybe it'll be a winter start, and it'll be even worse. So, that's what I've got built. That's what we're going to go for first. That one right there. Now, notice that I am not doing the abandoned scenario. I'm not doing abandoned. So, we're not doing that one, because I don't want the forced frail trait or fragile trait or whatever they gift you above and beyond your normal points that you don't get to spend. I really hate that. Here, have fragile, but no, you don't get compensating points to adjust around it. I don't like that one. So we're going to go with the large building version instead. Large building, and then we're going to pick the hospital as our large building. So it's going to put me randomly in the hospital, I think, instead of a standard location. So who knows where we're going to start. But yeah, so we're doing large building. We are doing just a survivor. I didn't want to do any of the other builds because the storyline is we woke up from a cryogenic freezing experiment, and so we don't have any real gear. We just got some basic clothes that were in a closet, and we got out of the cryo room and worked our way up into the hospital wherever we're at when we start, and that's kind of the start. So I didn't want to start with like one of these guys that come with all these fancy weapons and gear and all that crap. So, because that wouldn't be any fun. So we're just going to go basic survivor. So just the basic clothes and bag. That's it. And then stats, 13, 9, 4, 11, 4 intelligence. Oh, it's going to be painful. I'm going to gripe. I'm going to grumble. It's going to be painful. But my interest is surviving the first 10 minutes. If I survive beyond that, I'll just deal with the stupid 4 intelligence. But we need these other stats, I think, to have any chance of surviving. Traits. We can see traits over here. So, traits, as you can see, indefatigable night vision to go with our 11 perception. That should give us 5 night vision? Yes, 5 night vision. So, should give us 5 spaces of night vision, barring any other modifiers. Self-defense, and we're actually going to go with Muay Thai. I haven't tried Muay Thai. Have I tried Muay Thai? Can everybody remember me trying Muay Thai? God, I've done so many challenges. Honestly, I couldn't tell you if I've tried Muay Thai or not. I don't think I've tried Muay Thai, but I might have at some point in the past. After you pass like 100 challenges, 200 challenges, however crazy number many I've done, I don't remember. It's been so long I don't remember it. Let's put it that way. That's what we're gonna say. I am missing a mustache. I am mustacheless. Here we go. Traits. Let's get... What kind of mustache do we get, Yitter? Which one? The toothbrush mustache? I don't know. Soul patch? Oh, nope. That's a beard with no mustache. You have a mustache with patches going down the chin from both ends, thus the name, the horseshoe mustache. Oh, let's do the horseshoe. Oh, yeah. We'll do a horseshoe. Oh, let's go with gray hair, red hair. We'll go light brown skin tone with, we'll just go brown hair as well. We'll do crew cut or not a mohawk. Yeah, we'll go nice and generic. We'll just say medium length. Medium length with our horseshoe mustache. Okay. So, there we go. I think we're set now. Self-defense is going to be Muay Thai. That's going to leverage quite a bit on our strength. We get bonuses for high strength, of course. In Muay Thai, it gives us lots of arms and leg blocks, so we need to get something on our arms and legs to help absorb those hits when we block. We're going fast metabolism. I haven't taken fast metabolism much since the changes to the hunger system and to fast metabolism, so I'm curious. Most of the posts I see where people are grumbling and griping and can't figure out why they're hungry all the time seems to be tied to having fast metabolism. So I figured, what's going to force me to be out and about among those nasty super evolved zombies? Food! I need food, so we'll play fast metabolism. We'll see what happens. Plus, we've got 28 months of evolution that has destroyed all the food supplies. So I've got 28 months of evolution that have decimated all the food, so no butter for me. I should still have vegetable oil, but no butter, none of that stuff. All that's going to have rotted away. And I've got it set on 25% item drop rate. And I've got fast metabolism. So we might starve to death. Barring me surviving the first 5 minutes in the hospital, starvation is a real possibility. We'll see. Slow healer and Wayfarer. No vehicles. No vehicles. In this kind of an environment, normally vehicles would be the thing I would leverage and I would go for. Like immediately for survivability reasons. But I eliminated that from my arsenal as well. So yeah, good times. And then Unarmed Combat 5, that is so we can fully leverage the full power of the Muay Thai Battlestar and dodge 3, melee 3. I just had a couple of points left, and survivability says take those instead of, throwing one or chemistry or applied sciences or any of that crap. So that's what I'm going with for the first attempt. We are AB negative, 175 centimeters. I think those are the defaults or whatever. Maybe it randomizes them somewhat. I don't care. Yeah, that's it. So if you have ideas on what to change for our follow-up attempts, because there probably will be some, if not many. Let's see. We are going to be the man with no name. All right, our name is the man with no name. Seeking cows for milk incoming. I have yet to milk a cow in Cataclysm. I am a cow milking virgin. Okay, is this the craziest challenge yet? I don't think so. I'm sure I've had worse. I always play experimental. I never play stable. I have played experimental from the first day I played Cataclysm, and I just don't see the point to stable. Once you know how the game operates, I don't see the point to stable. Especially if you're at all competent with computers and you know how to copy and paste one folder. There's not really much reason not to play experimental. Alright. Slow healer feels like adding insult to injury. Not really. I typically, as default, play imperceptive healer on just about all my challenges, or every one I can fit it into. Slow healer is actually easy mode for me on the healing front. I just know with the environment we're going to have, it's going to be ugly, and I needed Wayfarer to remove vehicles from my options. That was going to be more important than the healing imperceptive healer, and I can't do both without switching out of multi-pool. I pretty much live in multi-pool. I don't do freeform very often. Every once in a very rare while, usually at some user-instigated challenge, where they've put a challenge on my Discord for me and built a character specifically that slightly bends the rules or goes outside the bounds on the character gen. I'll do the other kind of point, the freeform for that, but I never do single pool. It's either once every 100 challenges a freeform or multi-pool forever. So it's the most restrictive one that puts the most rules and restrictions on how I can spend points. So it's just another small way of adding challenge. Not that you can't abuse the multi-pool system once you know what you're doing, but, it's the one that has the least possible abuses. Yeah, so, there you go. We do a final check of a couple things here, and we'll jump into the world for the first time. Yeah, I think we're about ready. Okay, everybody, here we go. I have 0 points to spend. The man with no name woke up from his cryogenic sleep to find a cataclysm in progress for 28 months. Oh, this is going to be so bad. I did not test this. I came up with it this morning, and I wrote it up, and I updated all my settings, and I haven't actually jumped into the game to test it, so Yeah, we got to change that to the hospital. So we're on start location hospital, but I don't know what it looks like. I haven't been in the hospital in forever. It's possible that it will be broken. Is it the hospital or the hotel? And did they ever fix that problem with when you got near it? Something was clashing and it caused huge amounts of noises. I remember reading at some point what somebody found out what was doing it, but it was like broke as hell. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Oh yeah, there's going to be Hulks all over the place. They're not all going to be Hulks because they upgrade different directions. But yeah, it's going to be chock full of all the nasties. So 28 months of evolution. I didn't fiddle with the evolution number, the setting. It's still 4.0 the default, but the time frame involved. That's enough. That's what, 2.5 years or something like that. Just shy. So going to be all rotten food and all raging shock zombies and acid zombies and Hulk zombies and all the other kind of fun stuff.
So excited to be here at the beginning of a new challenge.
I don't know if excited is the word I would use. It might not be much of a challenge. Every once in a while, my brain puts me in some kind of a challenge I come up with. It's just way outside the pale. And it just instantly turns into me dead, me dead, me dead, me dead. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm mostly curious if we do survive, do we attribute it purely to luck, or was it a fair, not balance, but a fair shot at surviving it? Meaning, was I able to use my knowledge of the game and skill and so on to actually survive it, or was it just pure random luck with that I got certain zombies in certain places or no zombies in certain places and that kind of stuff? So sometimes it's just total luck, and I don't enjoy those. I don't enjoy those at all. So if it's just me restarting over and over and over again until I get that super lucky circumstance, I don't consider that a useful time spent. I don't like playing lottery difficulty levels. So a lot of people ask me, well, why don't you play 10 times zombies and you've got 444 skills and all that? And it's like, there's no point to that. There's no skill level involved there. It's just total luck. So that's why I don't do those kinds of things. But finding the sweet spot of difficulty or even hard difficulty or the level of play I have, it's hard. It's a really fuzzy line, and I either overshoot it or undershoot it constantly. So all right, well, that's enough chatter. Let's get to it. Don't worry. Episode 1 on YouTube. I'll just let the posters post. Gameplay starts at 25 minutes. It's gonna happen. I no longer care. I worried about it originally. I'm not even caring anymore. That's what the fast forward button's for, you folks that don't like listening to my early game, early challenge chitter chatter. You get raw, unfiltered over on YouTube. You get to suffer through it just like Twitch folks do. Although you get the fast forward button. Okay. I don't know. I'm kind of anxious. If I hit the tab key, it's going to get bad fast. Are you sure? Nobody wants to counter my options here and tell me I'm being a dumbass and I should remove this and take this? Last call. Last call for an opinion. Otherwise, if you don't, I get to blame you as much as me. You're culpable. You're contributing. I can't fit it, damn it. I already talked about that. The Wayfarer trait costs 8. I can't do Imperceptive and Wayfarer. I must have Wayfarer for this one. Well, see, I can't call you out on it, though, because I don't know if you've been here the whole time when I talked about it or not. Whether you're paying attention or you just got here late, I don't know. All right, I'm going to hit yes. We're going in. Muay Thai. Art of 8 limbs. Oh, wait. I think I tried Muay Thai on a run where I was intending to go cephalopod and get all the extra limbs. I don't think that went well. I think I died horribly and didn't finish that challenge. But I think I vaguely remember trying to match up Muay Thai with the multiple limbs of the cephalopod line. That rings a bell, but it's been quite a while, so I think I did. I think I did try that one, but I think I did horribly. Probably one of those where I failed spectacularly. Use this tile, yes. Where's it gonna put us? Oh, the pain. Oh, we're on an upper floor. That's good, I guess. Now I can abuse the mechanics of the second floor. Or the third floor. Hell, we might be on the 9th floor. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Yeah. Let's hit the map, see what the map looks like. Am I in the middle of a city? Apartment tower? What the hell? I had hospital selected, right? I distinctly remember selecting hospital. How am I in an apartment tower? Did we not put any hospitals in our game world, so it shunted me over to an apartment tower? It does look like an apartment tower, all right. Quit. Well, there's number 1 done. Let's try number 2. World. 28 months, reset. New game, preset, 28 months. Fun. Select hospital, please. Man with no name. In we go. That didn't sound good. Whoa. Well, it's a hospital. We're on the roof. Man with no plan, that could be what we change it to. So, look at this. We're on the roof of a hospital, and this is what my immediate environment looks like. It's going to be so many skull jugs. So many dissolute devourers. That's the guy that's going to kill me, though. That guy right there. Oh, yes, I forgot to update the the mustachios. Hey, we got a float. We got floaters. We got floaters. All the floaters. Wow, we got a ton of floaters. Look at all these floaters. What the hell is that? Oh, that's the gasoline guy. Well, that's an interesting circumstance. Yeah, this gets you an idea of just what it's gonna look like. I'm just gonna die horribly. There's gonna be so much acid and poison and shock and so on. Is there even a way off this roof? I've never been on the roof of a hospital. I didn't really know or anticipate they had roofs. There might not be a way off this thing. Well, I'm teetering. I think my best bet is probably just to jump off the roof. I think that's probably the way to deal with this particular circumstance. Show. It's a pretty ugly mini-map. Why? Oh, as soon as I pass around, it'll probably update, because I'll get the view from on top of this high roof. Actually, it's not that high. It's only a single floor? What? I thought hospitals had multiple floors now. I'm confused. Yeah, this must be the old hospital. Huh. Alright, well, I don't think I can get off this roof. I don't think there's officially a way off other than me dropping off. There's a radio tower out the woods to the west. Amigo Scout Tower, that's going to add some spice. Football field. I wonder if these are still full of zombie masters upgrading all the zombies nearby. Look at all these bookstores. Bookstore. Library. Bookstore. Bookstore. Must be nice. Me and my 4 intelligence really wants to run over there and scoop up all those books. It depends. I'll have to make the dice roll. Dropping down from roof ledges is all controlled by RNG. There is a formula that takes into account various things like your encumbrance level, your dex, whether you have the parkour trait. It's a pretty complicated formula with lots of factors involved. With my current gear, I've got a fair shot at dropping down without hurting myself. Plus, we've got 11, or, well, we've only got 9 decks, so we're slightly above average in decks, but we're pretty lightly encumbered. So we got a fair chance of dropping off without too much damage or any damage. But, I mean, I'm going to drop in the middle of all this stuff, too. So, and it's all going to be faster than me. So, yeah, it's this is going to be one of those where I really don't think I'll survive more than the first minute of any of these attempts, probably, unless I get super lucky with spawns. Especially this weird one. Well, alright. Well, we take what we got. I really have no option here. I have to go off the roof. Staying on the roof gains me nothing. All the floaters are going to drop to the ground. I don't think it'll kill many, if any of them. The danger ones are the shock. Well, they're all dangerous because they're all going to be fast. So I need to get to some kind of a cover right away. And I don't really have much to do for the cover. We're going to drop into a forest. Oh, I remember. The other thing I was going to change, I was going to make it nighttime. I forgot to make it nighttime. That was my one accommodation to the danger. I was going to change the starting time. Autumn day 1. 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, that's not good. Run doesn't really help you unless you can get somewhere before you run out of stamina. So, running is great if you have the stamina to break contact and or get structures or vehicles or something between you and what's chasing you. So the problem is I've got the speed dialed up to 120% for the enemies, meaning they're almost always going to be able to catch me. My stamina is not going to save me in a straight run. I have to use my stamina just enough to get me to a structure. That house is the only structure, realistically, or drop down and then go immediately into the hospital. But if this is the back of the old hospital, everything back here is glass, and it's a huge dining room with a bunch of books and about 1 million zombies. So if I drop off this ledge, I think I'm far enough north I won't be in direct view of all these, but I definitely don't want to go south, because I'll get the attention of everything in the dining area here. The big cafeteria area, and it's chock full of zombies. So, I think my only option is down and then try to wend my way up that way. That's going to be really bad. In close contact. Yeah, this is going to be bad. I warned you ahead of time. There's going to be a lot of me dying, so there's not much you can do here. Okay, you never seen some of these evolutions? That's why I'm playing it partly, is I get really tired of fighting or avoiding the basic zombies. I really miss all the fun zombies. Every once in a while I'll do a challenge like this, just, you know, for my own amusement, and just so I can say hi to all the fun zombies I miss, because if I leave it on default settings, my challenges are over long before anything really fun shows up, so that's partly what's going on. Okay, well, let's drop off. So like I said, we have to examine the ledge. That gives us the option to climb down, and then it's up to the formula. So it's all up to the formula. Going to take into account various factors. It's going to roll some dice, and then we're going to give it some time. Restart? Why? Let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. All right, so the first challenge is not just falling off the ledge. You won't be able to get back up. Climb down anyway. Yes. There we go. We succeeded. Okay, veteran survivor zombie. Yeah, that's not good. Where's he? All right, right down there. So now we got some cover, but they all know where I was, I believe. Now there's the big windows I was talking about. So it definitely is the old style map. It's just a huge window. It runs down and then runs all the way across to like, maybe here. It's a big window area. Then the kitchen is on the other side of it over here, but this is all window, and there's a massive pile of zombies in there usually. So luckily we were far enough north. The door may or may not be locked. I don't want to go in there. I think my chances are better out here than in there. I'm tempted to just try to run through the forest. So tempted, but without, they're going to catch me if I try to do that. I have no movement advantages. Yeah, the problem is it's daylight, and I'm going to catch so many more zombies coming after me on the streets. And if a dog pack or any of the runner zombies get sight of me, it'll just be dunzers. So I'm waffling between running west through the forest or just going straight north for the houses. The problem with going to the houses is I'm going to run out of houses, and then I'm going to have to go into the open anyway. And as soon as I dash out into the open, I'm going to be dead. Because I won't be able to get to anything that's going to protect me or let me lose my pursuers, especially if any of them are fast movers. That's kind of the mixed bag. I can actually survive. It's easier for me to survive in the city on regular maps, not on this stupid difficulty I've got this one on, but on regular maps, because there's so many things I can use. So many buildings and vehicles and doors and roofs and so on that I can use as tools for escaping or evading or losing pursuers. But as soon as I lose cover in the forest and it's just open fields at 120% speed, they're going to run me down. And I might be able to fight off one or two of them depending on the type. But, yeah. So now with me out of sight, if I can get away fast enough before some of these others get around the corner, I might only have a few pursuers when I break cover. I'm hoping there's no Migos in the area, because that'd be really bad. Radio towers don't usually have spawns. No, radio towers don't have spawns. I want to say they don't have any. I've been to a million of them. Yeah, they don't have spawns. They're empty. They might have stuff that is in the area when you get there, but I don't believe radio towers have spawns of their own. They do rarely? Okay. It could be true. I don't know. The times I can remember distinctly, the radio towers were closer to a city, so I just assumed the zombies came from there, but I don't know. I'd be half tempted to disagree with you there with hundreds or so I've visited. I've never, with them out in the countryside, I don't remember them. But conversely, by the time I'm cruising through them, I usually don't pay that much attention, so... So yeah, this is a tough call here. This is one of those judgment calls that make or break, and it comes down a lot to random factors that I can't control. I'm just worried as soon as I start trying to get into these houses, all of these could have their own zombie spawns. I also don't remember the positioning of all those zombies that were hanging up in the air. Skulljugs, I think I can still outmove. I think I'm going to go kind of west and a little bit southish. I'm going to try to kind of hold this route. See if I can maintain cover through these trees if I live this long. There was a shocker brute down here, wasn't there? Oh, that's going to be bad. Well, here's the gear. So it's just very basic survivor gear. So basic set of clothes, a messenger bag with a bottle of water. Well, we do have the pocket knife, matchbook, and cell phone. So, for me, this is a cornucopia of useful stuff. But nothing that I can drop that's going to make any difference in what's going to happen here. So, we're not overweight or anything like that, so none of that's going to factor in. I have no special abilities to activate, no mutations, no CBMs, none of that stuff. 6 dodge, 6 dodge. So, dodge would be the only thing that could change with me dropping the stuff. 6 effective dodge. But none of this is going to be worth dropping. It's going to affect me enough to make doing anything with. So, yeah. I think I'm just going to start moving away. And it is autumn. Day 1 of autumn. So I wasn't sure what time period we would land in the game world. All right, let's start moving. And I'll try not to die immediately. Whoa, that was a lot of movement for me stepping into the grass. Holy crap. Wow. Good old tall grass. Something is wrong. They're getting a million moves to my move. Huh. Don't worry, I'll be dead in a second here, Dwarvish. Because something is broke. Everything's moving at like 10 times speed, not 20% faster. I got more grass. So that was normal. Yeah, I don't know what happened those first 2 rounds. The first 2 rounds, they cost me a huge amount of action points. Now it's moving normally. But it's too late now. I'm boomered. I'm glowing. I can't see what's coming at me, so I can't make adjustments. Yeah, everything's moving normally here. Well, that seemed weird again. The veteran survivor caught me. Let's see. We're already up to distracting pain. Losing 12% speed already, just due to the pain. So now they're even faster. Switch to run mode. Stay ahead of anything for any amount of time. This grass is killing me. 792. What the holy hell? Did somebody change this? Is long grass new? 800 movement points to go into long grass while running? This is an unanticipated thing. I might have to create a test world real quick. Because we're dead because of the grass. Not because of the enemies, not because of the evolution or any of that stuff. We're dead because of grass. Long grass, normal. So apparently it's just this tall grass stuff that's just royally kicking my ass. $572 to step on a dandelion? What? What? It's forest, dead grass, and there was a dandelion on it, but it cost me. Hell, the number's gone now, but it said like 500. All right, well, we're at 1 bar in our torso, so no thanks. All right, it's gonna be a second while I create a test world real fast. I need to look at something because that is what the hell. No. Test world. Here I said playing experimental was no big deal. New game, custom, test world. Let's go check a few things. I haven't updated in a little bit, so it's been, I don't know, a week and a half since I last updated. I don't care about any of that. Oh, actually, we'll call ourselves Tester. You know, be official and all that. Teleport, long range, I don't care, and send me, oh, good lord. Map, reveal map, teleport, long range, wow. Interesting. I just want to go kind of near a forest, some roads. Oh, right up here looks good. Let's go right here. Alright, show me these numbers. So, 150 move cost for long grass. Dead grass says 100. Where's the tall grass? Is that tall grass? Nope, that's long grass. There's the dandelion. That says long grass, 150. Why were my moves taking... Alright, I'm confused. Anybody else have an explanation for why I was seeing numbers like 1400 to move a space? I didn't have leg damage at the time. It was the first 2 movements I did, really, before anything even got near me. I had huge movement costs. I can't even find the tall grass. I know I saw one that was tall grass. Is it because it's autumn? Or some? I haven't been in a game world during. Whoops. Well, let's turn that off. Hey, auto features. Let me check something else. Yep. Okay. I can't even see a tall grass example. No, I wasn't prone. It was only affecting me on certain spots. If I was prone, I would have been spending huge amounts of points for every single space. Not just certain ones. Yeah, I'm not seeing a tall grass example. Are you tall grass? No, long grass. What the hell? What's tall grass? Where's that come from? So that's the dead grass. Just Muma cost 100, but for some reason I got a huge number. Huh. Well, I am puzzled. Alright, let's change this up. Keep my test world, because I needed one anyway. World. 28 months later, reset world. Yes. New game, preset, 28 months. I'm going to cheat this one real quick. I just need to jump in, teleport away from the starting spot, test the terrain and my movement, make sure something weird's not broke. Doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I start either. Teleport. Map reveal. Yes. Stop it. Teleport. Long range. Started me at the mall. Alright, so normal movement, speed 100, costs 100, 100, 100, 100, 145. That's all perfectly normal. No weirdness involved. Teleport over to the forest. So, long grass says 150. I don't get it. I mean, 127. It is costing more, but it's not costing 1,000 or whatever those numbers were. Yeah, I mean 100 on the dead grass, and increases a bit when you're going on the long grass. There's the tall grass. Apparently tall grass is seasonal specific. So 250 for the tall grass. So apparently that is seasonal. I haven't seen autumn in so long, I had no idea. So cool, we got extra dangerous grass to worry about when we're moving around in the autumn. Don't know if winter has the same thing. It'd be under snow, that'd be kind of rough. Not being able to see where the tall grass was if you're also getting affected by snow. What's that? A chestnut tree? Cool. It still doesn't explain the super high numbers I was seeing. I don't know. I can't explain it. None of the enemies that were near me had abilities that should have been doing anything. If I was grabbed, that just prevents you from moving, period. Once you break the grab, you no longer have any negative effects. I don't know. Maybe some weird thing happened. We'll see if it happens again. I don't have an explanation. Suicide this one out. Well, it's not exactly the way I expected this one to go. I expected to die horribly, but not to weirdness like that. Alright, world. Reset again. New game. Preset. 28 months. Oh, auto-forging. Auto-forging killed me. Auto-forging answers it. That killed me. I turned it off in the test world, and it didn't even occur to me that I had it on during that run. That would do it. So I was moving a space, then I was picking all of the berries and all the stuff. So that's what did it. The auto forge. That's why I immediately said nope, turn that off, because it'll get you killed. So yes, it was death by auto forge. Anything with the word auto in it, make absolutely very carefully sure that you know, You don't use that in ultra hard mode runs because it'll kill you. That's why I'm constantly telling people, how come you don't use auto this, auto that, auto the other? Well, because I've died, and because I've died. That is why. I wonder what I was foraging, though. Doesn't the auto pickup thing have, well, maybe the pickup part has radius, and I couldn't see things, so I took a step, started to forage, that then let the boomers bum rush me all those spaces that they did. Yeah, it has to have been the auto forage. It had to have been that. In the autumn, yeah, it was probably auto foraging pretty much everything, so I think that probably explains it. So, death by auto forage misadventure. Lesson learned for you kiddies. I didn't need the lesson. I just didn't realize I had it on. Normally, I default have it off. I have no idea what I last did where I had it on. I don't know if I was testing something in one of my test worlds and forgot to reset it back again, or if I had it on during the last challenge at some point. But yeah, that's not a setting I usually play with on. I turn it on, and I try to immediately turn it off again, so... Alright, good to know, good to know. Man with no name. Give this another try.